So there you have it, the full Abarth 1.4 turbo. Man, I really hope I never have to change the alternator on my car. That looks like you would have to pull an axle basically to do that. Ugh, ish. Anyway, there's the downpipe. The shifter cables are unbelievably easy to pull. It's just a little ball and socket joint. I wonder if anyone makes a hardened replacement for these. I almost doubt it, but it'd be nice to get a little more shift feel out of those. These just pull right up out of the transmission. Downpipe came off nice and easy. Harness was very modular and easy. Everything you could really pretty much get at except for the heater core hoses. And then if I was more patient, the fuel lines as well. Could have just been unclipped instead of cut, but I don't really care about those. It looks like there's axle retainers on the half shafts, so I'll have to pull those. I forgot about the dog bone, so I ended up having to just cut that instead of unbolting it. It doesn't really matter. Those are kind of wear items anyway. But there she is, the engineless Fiat 500 Abarth. This shell cannot weigh much at this point, really. Probably jack up the back of the car, get it all the way on jack stands, unbolt the front subframe. Yeah, and then just keeping on with that. I do still have the dash in it, and the full wire harness is still in the car, so I'm gonna do my darndest to get all that stuff out intact. Just gonna try not to cut myself on that windshield, which is gonna be difficult, seeing as I've already done it like 2 or 3 times. One thing I was amazed by, this whole rear hatch with nothing in it weighs like 20 pounds, maybe 25. It's super light. So this car really, it feels remarkably well made for how light every component is. So here we are inside the Fiat. If you're pulling one of these dashes, a couple tips and tricks. There's 5mm Allens here beneath the vent. Here beneath the vent. 2 on top underneath that little trim strip. There's a 10mm behind the radio. There's 2 10mm on the passenger airbag. There's a 5mm down here and down here on the knee bolster. A couple in the middle. Obviously 1 down there on both sides. And then the thing just lifts right off. If you encounter any resistance, it's just not quite done right, so don't force it. At this point, I'm gonna just keep unbolting junk until I can finally get at all the parts I need. Looks like the dash bars actually bolt in from the door jambs on the back side. The steering column actually goes in through the floor, which is a little bit different. There's the massive electric motor for the power steering system, which actually works surprisingly well in this car. And then just tons and tons of zip ties. The main harness goes through right there. Fun, but definitely making progress at last. This is where I leave her tonight. Basically exhaust, trailing arms, I guess that's technically a beam axle, maybe fuel tank, kind of torn on that. Wire harness, and that's it. I'm hoping I can just winch this shell up onto my utility trailer without having to cut it in half. These things are obviously made out of pretty high strength steel, so cutting through them can be kind of a chore and expensive on Sawzall blades. So anyway, definitely getting there. Not too bad. I think I've only spent 3 nights on it so far, and I think 1 decent lazy night should finish her up. Then I can get back to Brexit, since it's running.